What We Eat. It's an article by Junior Scholastic. It happens so often we rarely think about it, but which of our everyday rituals better shows how we live than eating? At a refugee camp in the African country of Chad, a mother squats in the dust over a small fire. In a pot perched on 3 stones, she's cooking up porridge of sorghum, a grain similar to corn, and dried tomatoes. Her children and thousands of other refugees from the war-torn region of Darfur in neighboring Sudan might eat the same meal for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Across the Atlantic, in Raleigh, North Carolina, a family has no trouble finding a seemingly limitless amount of food. Hot Pockets, burritos, burgers. Their food is grilled, popped into the microwave, or grabbed at fast food chains. This family, like many others in Western nations, may have to worry about heart disease, diabetes, and other illnesses related to eating too much, or at least too much of the wrong foods. A few years ago, photographer Peter Menzel and writer Faith Deluzio set out to document how people from around the world get and consume food. Their book, Hungry Planet, shows 30 families in 20 countries, all with the food they eat in a typical week. You'll see 6 of these photos, representing 5 continents in this story. For centuries, the basic diet of humans was limited to what was available nearby, or what people were able to grow or trade for. Diets began to evolve during the Industrial Revolution in the late 1800s. Modern methods of transportation and preservation, like refrigeration and freeze-drying, meant that food could be transported thousands of miles away. And waves of immigration in the last 200 years have also influenced food choices around the world. The global marketplace has changed the way people are eating, Deluzio writes. KFC franchises are sprouting in China, while Americans today think nothing of eating chicken lo mein. Yet, in many places in the world, there are people who don't have enough to eat. Nearly 1 billion people worldwide are undernourished, according to the United Nations. Fortunately, the situation in some developing countries improved slightly last year as the global economy began to recover from the 2008 recession. Examine the food consumed by the families pictured on pages 10 through 13 of this document. How might it tell you about their daily lives? What do their diets compare with, or how do their diets compare with yours? And what are the positives and negatives of each? In Tingo, Ecuador, the Aim family, Orlando and Ermendina, with their children, Leva, Natalie, Moises, Alberto, Jessica, Orlando Jr., and Marcusio. Cooking method, wood fire. Food preservation, natural drying. The Ains grow corn, potatoes, and barley. Their diet rarely includes meat, fish, or eggs. In Raleigh, North Carolina, the Rivas family. Rosemary and Ronald, standing behind Rosemary's sons, Brandon and Tyrone. Cooking methods, electric stove, toaster oven, microwave, outdoor barbecue. Food preservation, the refrigerator. Favorites, Ronald and Brandon like spaghetti, Rosemary, potatoes of any kind, and Tyrone like sesame chicken. A refugee camp in Chad. The Abu Bakr family, originally from Darfur in neighboring Sudan. Djamira Iskia Sulaiman holds her daughter Hawa as she sits beside her other children, Acha, Mariam, Yusuf, and Abal Karim. Their cooking method is a wood fire. Food preservation, natural drying. Favorite foods, soup with fresh sheep meat. Warsaw, Poland. The Skobinski family, Hubert and Marzina, with their daughter Claudia, Marzina's parents Anna and Jan Bomska. Cooking method, a gas stove. Food preservation, a refrigerator and a freezer. Their favorites, Japanese restaurant and sushi. In Tokyo, Japan, The Ukita family, Sayo and Kazuo with their children Maya and Mio. Cooking methods, a gas stove and a rice cooker. Food preservation, a small refrigerator freezer. Their favorites are sashimi, fruit, cake, potato chips. The Japanese diet includes lots of seafood, fish, shellfish, and several kinds of seaweed. Todos Santos, Carimocatán, Guatemala. The Mendoza family, Susana and Fortunato with Ignacio and daughter Cristalina, and a family friend, Sandra Ramos. Cooking methods, a gas stove top and a wood stove. Food preservation, refrigerator. Their favorites are fruits and vegetables, but only if they're available in season. Let's take a look at variety around the world, fruit around the world. The variety of foods produced and eaten around the world is staggering. And with an ever-expanding global marketplace, the ingredients of any typical American meal might come from several continents. Outside the U.S., there's been substantial progress in feeding the world's ever-growing population. Between the 1960s and 90s, new farming techniques and international aid increased the global food supply and reduced the number of people without enough to eat. In countries like China and India, booming economies have helped millions of people enter the middle class and eat much better. But even in India, millions still live in extreme poverty and don't have enough to eat. And the World Bank's report that bad harvests and other factors have caused a spike in food prices that threatens the food supply of millions more worldwide. Take a look at the map and information. And I'll leave you to it. You can explore the rest of this article on your own. Super fun little map here for you. We'll consider some of these questions in the live session.